starting out that way. Ball goes back to St. Raymond.
Right. I think Enzo Bascone believed it was tipped. I think he may have had a good argument, but moot now.
No replay at this level. Darius Lee in with the inbound to number 14.
That's Nick
Nicholas
Rivera.
And he travels.
What? Well, I can tell you, Nick was looking. He saw Brian Adams streaming down, and he just
his eyes were big.
And he kind of got up to pass it and dragged that pivot foot a little bit. Good eyes, though, by Nick. DeRigi can't hit it, and here comes Brian Adams.
Break. Oh, nice block. Almost goaltending. Tough call. St. Raymond coaches wanted goaltending on that, but the ref said no, it was a legitimate block.
Yeah, great timing by Anthony DeRigi. They're not giving up, and nor did I expect them to. Bascone will take the inbound. Uraside, good look inside, but can't make the pass. Rivera with the steal, cross court. Easy layup for Omar Silverio. Lions trying to figure out this tenacious 2-1-2 zone. Enzo's free, goes baseline, good move. Nice block by Nick Rivera coming down the lane to deny Enzo. Inbounds play now for the Lions. Up top to Enzo Bascone, lets it go, smart play. Didn't want to get caught backcourt. Blygen takes it himself, and he's fouled. Excellent, excellent play by Haru Blygen. Trying to get something going with 6:43 left in the fourth quarter. His team down by 24. He'll be shooting 2. Not what they needed, a miss. 6:43 left, fourth quarter.
Well, you asked for perfection, and we're not really seeing it.
No.
Again, and for the shot, breakaway, 23-point lead now for St. Raymond, 6:42 left. St. Andrews is effective at getting the ball where they need to get it. They're just not executing the shot.
And, some days the ball just doesn't go in the hole, as they say. Omar Silverio.
And then sometimes on the other team it goes your way.
Yeah.
There was a lot of flesh flying through the air there, and the ball just nicely glided right into the hoop.
Yeah, it's definitely the Ravens getting the better of it. They're working for their shots, but they are falling, unlike for the St. Andrews Lions this afternoon. 6:20 left in the third. Enzo Bascone.
Almost like a 3-2, back to a 2-3.
Yeah, they're just matching up out of that zone. Oh,
that was
Blygen, great individual effort.
Yeah, and St. Raymond, it's almost as if the defense is like, okay, we'll let you guys run around. It's always good to continue to play, though.
Blygen almost with his second consecutive offensive rebound. But here come the Ravens.
Terrence Trice with the ball. Gets around the pick.
Yeah, high pick by Darius Lee. Very effective.
13 seconds on the shot clock.
Brian Adams misses that.
New shot clock. Count it. St. Raymond has been really good on the follow-ups today. Looks like they're going to change out the whole side here.
There you go. There was a straight-up Terrence Trice. Just nails a wide-open 12-footer.
Ball goes to St. Raymond.
Wholesale substitutions.
Tyler Stewart coming back in for St. Andrews. Timeout St. Andrews. They've got the big men back in for St. Raymond. So they're going through their final push with 5 minutes left, 58-31, St. Raymond.
If you're just joining us, thank you for watching the 27th annual Gonzaga DC Classic live on the internet from Bender Arena in American University. Earlier today, Mount Carmel defeated Calvin Coolidge 72-53. Coming up immediately after this game, Bishop Laughlin from New York City taking on Olney, Maryland's Good Counsel Falcons. That'll be a really good game. Good Counsel has a really stout Syracuse 2-3 zone. We'll see if Laughlin can master that. That'll be an excellent, as I said earlier, appetizer for the grand finale, the championship game between the defending champions of this tournament, Roman Catholic from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, against the host team, Gonzaga. The Eagles trying to retake the championship, which they held for many consecutive years. So please join us for all these exciting games that remain. Mike, set the stage for us here. It's not a pretty stage if you're a fan.
No, we got 5 minutes
Andrews.
left. St. Raymond's winning 58-31. Bottom line is St. Raymond's been executing. Their press has been very effective. Flashes of goodness by St. Andrews, like that layup by Tyler Stewart.
Yeah.
But overall, St. Andrews not able to execute.
Yeah, it's been really that 2-2-1 full court press that's given the Lions a bit of problems for most of the day. They've solved it a few times, but not consistently.
Isaiah Washington with the ball.
Yeah, he's another problem they haven't quite solved, as evidence right there. Drives by his man and hits the easy 12-footer.
Easy two, uncontested.
Well, once he got around Trice, it was pretty much open lane.
Yeah, now it's just throw it up for three, hope it goes in, and then got to get back on defense.
Oh, nice transition.
There's a charge, goes the other way. That's tough to set that up when you know you got a big guy coming at you.
Yeah, give some credit there. I think that was Tino Niawaka.
Dominic Doyle back in. Oh, sorry about that. Ryan Brown's in for St. Andrews.
2-3 zone, 2-1-2.
Andrews bringing up the ball.
Jeffords with the near steal.
And charge goes the other way.
Yeah, Tyler.
Both feet were set. Say that 5 times.
Well, and then I think Tyler leaned in a little bit. He's just trying to make a play down in the baseline.
Brian Adams inbounds the ball to Isaiah Washington. Hand checks by St. Andrews.
That's it.
Not helping out. Washington gets the ball around.
Oh, mismatch low. Tino Niawata right there has got to get backed in. That's a tough matchup for Tino. But here come
St.
the
Andrews with a
Lions.
fast break.
Oh, strong individual
And
drive.
not finishing.
Blygen with the rebound. Again.
Nice.
Great play by Blygen. They're not quitting.
Now he's 6'1", but he's surrounded by 6'7" guys, and he's still pulling down the rebound and gets the 2 points. That's not quitting. That's great effort.
That's great desire and effort and pride. Everything St. Andrews possesses. Great shake and bake by Washington. Can't convert this time. Good defense by Tino.
Well, now it's a math game.
Niawata.
St. Raymond's kind of letting them do their thing, and
Sydney.
Mr. Wilson throws the ball, rejects it into the crowd.
He did not go to the Bill Russell school of blocking shots where you tap it to an opponent. That one went, I think, 2 or 3 rows deep. Sydney had a big smile on his face after that one. Tino Niawata, though, he won't back down. He'll come right back at him.
Still St. Andrews ball. 60-35 with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Blocked.
It's a nice block.
Now it's 4-on-2.
I think that was Darius Lee with the block.
Terrence Trice. Omar Savario. And number 21 loses the ball. St. Andrews brings the ball back up.
Yeah, Darius, it was not a great pass to Darius.
Same thing on the other end. Now the defense is effective, but offense has to execute on both sides.
2:38 left in the game. 25-point lead for the Ravens out of New York City, the Bronx, St. Raymond's. Taking the time, Silverio. Back up the point to Trice, back to Silverio. Here's Sidney. Turnaround jumper.
No good.
Not a bad shot when you're up by 25.
Malcolm Parker lets the ball roll out of bounds, grabs it.
Staying in that 2-3 zone. Quick hands. I think that was a Rocho with the quick hands. Winding down here, 1:54 to play in the game.
12 seconds on the shot clock. St. Andrews.
Good double team.
Good double team, good defense, good effort. They slowly bring the ball back up, walking the time down for their win.
That was a Rocho and Darius Lee on that solid double team down on the baseline. Well done, young men.
So even here, even though they're up by 25, St. Raymond coach doesn't like something, calls a timeout.
Well, he's got some of the younger players in.
Yeah.
And so coach him up. And Jorge Lopez is doing that, been doing a really good job calling his players over throughout the course of the game. Coach Jones, excellent local coach. Just had his hands full trying to get his guys to break the press. It seemed like they knew what to do, but again, in the execution, they couldn't do it. And as you said, Mike, earlier, when they were successful breaking it 2/3 down the court, they just couldn't finish.
Well, and at this level, even though this looks like a blowout, St. Andrews is not a slouch of a team. They're a great team. In fact, they're 4-2 currently, and no doubt are going to be a strong presence in their division.
Right, and I think what would happen is you'd come back and you show this film. I know St. Andrews is here on at another podium shooting the film, and they will understand in the next 2 weeks how to break a 2-2-1 zone and be very proficient at it.
1 minute, 36 seconds left, 60-35, St. Raymond.
Well, Omar steps out of bounds. He's giving the ref a look like, hey, he had a little help stepping out, namely a big bump there by Malcolm Parker.
No foul. They lose the ball.
But nothing called. Nobody's crying. Control the rebound. That's Terrence Trice.
Terrence, nice job controlling.
Yeah, good hands.
So it's tough to beat a team who has a good field general in Isaiah Washington, but then you bring out Terrence Trice, and he does the same thing.
Yeah, and Dallas Watson and Brian Adams, all those four guards are outstanding for the St. Raymond Ravens. Here's Rivera. Picks up his dribble, looking for help. Now where to go. Lining it up. Can't get the roll to fall. That's been the story. Finishing when it seems like an easy opportunity. Oh, Severio strong to the hole. Can't convert either.
St. Andrews with 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 60-35, St. Raymond.
2-3 zone. It's been there most of the day for the Ravens.
Takes a three.
Yeah, that was good actually offensive execution against the zone. Usually try to break it.
Shot clock is St. Raymond's.
This should be the last possession of the game. Severio probably just going to wind down the clock. Terrence Trice now with the ball. Five seconds left.
And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. 60 for St. Raymond, 35 for St. Andrews. Two really, really good teams for the fifth place game.
Yeah, a pretty good game. I think Coach Jones has a lot to talk with his kids to make sure they understand how to break that zone. But it's been a good tournament for both these teams. part of the 27th Annual Gonzaga DC Classic. We got a couple more games coming. Mike, it's been a pleasure doing these 2 games with you.
Yes, sir.
Same time next year?
That sounds good.
Absolutely.
You guys have a fantastic afternoon, and look forward to watching everything on YouTube and listening to all the other great announcers. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, and listen in live at 6:45 for the championship game coming here at the DC Classic. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in a few minutes for our next game, which will feature Bishop Laughlin against Good Counsel. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. They're on.
You're a little low.
Am I?
Closer to your mouth.
What?
Closer.
I don't know if I can get any closer.
You can get very close. I'm right on top of it here.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm like, my lips are touching it.
Jerry, we're not on, are we? No, he's not listening.
Yeah. All right.
No,
You can
we're
hear
not
me?
on. That button there is
Oh,
us.
that's when we're on.
Right.
Yeah. All right. We're going to hear each other.
That's all we need right now. There's Joe Reid up.
Yeah, Joe.
We didn't
Joe,
give
I
a
was
shout out.
trying to get his attention last night. I just gave him a shout out in the second game.
Did you?
He came at the scorer's table. I'm trying to get his attention, and he kind of blowing me off. I'm like, he finally just looked at me, shook my hand, walked away. But he had to go fix the rim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had to get up on a ladder and
Oh,
do something
geez.
to the rim. He was a little distracted. Which is kind of funny.
Basketball fans will be out for the late game.
Yeah, this place will get crowded by second half. Council looks like it has some big boys. All right, we definitely need Ron with the sheets. Do you have the results from last night? Should be in the front. Yeah.
Roman Catholic 72-60. Gonzaga 81-48.
I can't believe Brian didn't get in last night.
81-48. That's tough not getting in.
Exactly. I guess Steve is not screwing around, so it gets closer. See, I don't know why they don't set this up down on the court.
I don't know. It's not like it's overcrowded down there.
No. Be much easier. That's Michael Meyer.
Oh, yeah?
Sam said he started last night. I think he's a Holy Redeemer boy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, great.
What?
Thomas Rawls out for season with broken ankle. It's on my team.
Who is?
Thomas Rawls, Seattle running back. God, how do I get scores here?
2.5 minutes to go.
And then where's Ron?
Don't know. Scrambling. Oh, he's down there talking to the coaches, trying to get the numbers. Trying to get the right ones.
There he comes running. Jets with a nice win.
It's after 5 o'clock.
All right, those are the lineups. Here's just backstory.
Okay.
I didn't have a chance to double check these.
We'll double check him.
I know that some of them are messed up. But if you just both use this, okay.
There's a Coolidge yesterday. There were some names that were.
Same thing this morning.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately with these guys,
Well, this is the right one, I think, right? I mean, this is generally.
stay with that.
Right,
So
right.
if you need to cross-reference,
Right.
I don't know if you need a highlighter.
Great. Perfect. Players as good counsel have. Jesus Christ. All right. You want to just read them off quickly?
For what?
All right, ready?
Match them up? What are you trying to do?
Just read off good counsel's team.
Jimmy Van.
From 1 to 10. Let's go start with 1.